Right friends, welcome back to module number 4. The first is with regard to neem coated urea, and here I listed 3-4 advantages of neem coated urea. Government mandated neem coated urea production from 35% to 100% in 2015. So now 100% urea must be neem coated in our country. So you may have a doubt, what are the advantages? The first one is it releases nitrogen slowly. Most important point, it releases nitrogen slowly, which ultimately helps in the fertility of the soil. Then second point is it results in more yields with less usage of urea per hectare. Third important point is when the urea is neem coated, then it prevents diversion of urea to industrial uses through black market. It prevents diversion of urea to industrial uses through the black market. So this is the advantage of neem coating, and it also acts as an insecticide. However, the cost is just more by 5 to 10%. Look into the next one, Varishta Pension Bima Yojana 2017. I would like to tell you a few points. What is the need for Varishta Pension Bima Yojana? The need is the interest rates are falling. Interest rates of bank fixed deposits are around 7%, 6.5%, and small savings schemes interest rates are also falling, and in future they are expected to fall further. Under these circumstances, central government thought to protect the interest rates, or you can say to maximize returns for the senior citizens, or you can say it is some sort of social security during old age. Another important aspect is this will be implemented by Life Insurance Corporation of India. The crux of the matter here is the government will ensure assured return of 8% per annum for 10 years. If you are depositing money, that means I am talking about senior citizens. If senior citizens are depositing money, this scheme ensures 8% per annum interest for 10 years. At present, bank fixed deposits are around 7%. So, senior citizens wants some sort of this social security, or you can say interest security in the days of interest falling regime. So, under these circumstances, LIC is going to undertake this. So, LIC for senior citizens will undertake this Varishta Pension Bima Yojana with guaranteed return of 8% per annum over a period of 10 years. If because of this any loss is encountered by LIC, that will be given by the central government. So, the loss will be recouped by the central government on behalf of senior citizens, but senior citizens will get 8% per annum assured interest for 10 years. So, it is government's commitment for financial inclusion and social security. Basically, it is to give social security during old age and protect elderly persons aged 60 years and above against fall in interest income due to uncertain market conditions. So, assured pension based on a guaranteed rate of return of 8% per annum for 10 years to be operated by Life Insurance Corporation of India. Please understand. India Innovation Index, Niti Aayog, DIPP. DIPP is the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, along with Confederation of Indian Industry, jointly launched India Innovation Index, and assistance was also taken from various other organizations. You may have a doubt, what is the purpose of this innovation index? The purpose is to rank the Indian states on innovations through this portal. All of you are familiar with ease of doing business for the states. States are being ranked on ease of doing business index, and similarly innovation index will also come for the states. The portal will capture data on innovation from all the states on innovation and update it in real time. So, this innovation index is basically to promote innovation and to promote competitive spirit among the states pertaining to innovation. Next one is the place of effective management or POEM, and here general anti-avoidance rules. General anti-avoidance rules already came into force from 1st April 2017. Government announced what is the purpose of general anti-avoidance rule. General anti-avoidance rule will look at the organizations which open offices in tax havens like Bahamas, Mauritius only for the purpose of avoiding tax. Only for the purpose of avoiding tax. If the organizations are opening offices in other countries, showing their activities in other countries, and this is with ulterior motive by the organizations to avoid tax, and general anti-avoidance rules will come into picture when companies are doing such type of things. So, to identify whether the registered office of the company is active or passive, this place of effective management guidelines are brought. So, place of effective management defines various rules with regard to the company engaged in active business. Here I have given everything. This is defined in Income Tax Act. So, this POEM is basically to decide the place where key management and commercial decisions are made. Basic point is some of the companies, most of the commercial operations are in our country, and for the name's sake they are operating offices in other country and they are taking away the profits from our country there, and ultimately they are paying less tax in our country, so as to avoid the situation where the companies operate offices in other countries only for the purpose of avoiding tax. There will not be any commercial business. It will be for the purpose of only avoiding the tax. Under those circumstances, GAR will come into picture, and this place of effective management is basically to look at whether the company established in other country is for the purpose of active business, active commercial business or not, right? So, to judge whether the foreign company, or you can say the foreign office opened by the company is for the purpose of active business or not, and how to define that, how to decide that, for that purpose this place of effective management is intended. So, place of effective management defines various rules with regard to the company engaged in active business. So, passive income should not be more than 50% of the total income, and at the same time less than 50% of the total assets are situated in India, then only they will recognize that. So, like that various rules are framed. More than the rules, what you should know is what is meant by GAR and what is meant by place of effective management. Target Olympic podium or top scheme, and to improve the medals tally in Olympic Games 2020 as well as 2024, to identify and support prospective candidates for 2020 and 2024 Olympics. Here funding will be there from National Sports Development Fund, and basically the selected athletes will be provided with financial assistance for their customized training at the institutes. Basically, to earn more medals in 2020 Olympics and 2024 Olympics, this target Olympic podium or top scheme is intended. Atal Tinkering Labs. What is the purpose of Atal Tinkering Labs? Atal Tinkering Labs are meant for inculcating scientific innovation in young minds in educational institutions. in educational institutions, inculcating scientific innovation in young minds. That is the main purpose of Atal Tinkering Labs. So, these are aimed at inculcating a culture of scientific innovation in young minds, and Niti Aayog is the brain behind this Atal Tinkering Labs, and it targets to set up a total of 500 such labs across the country among the select schools. So, they will provide a workspace to the young students. Young students will be inculcated with the scientific innovation. Their ideas will be shaped and they will have hands-on training experience and they develop innovative models. So, the idea is 1 million school children should become innovators. 1 million school children should become innovators. That is the main goal of Atal Tinkering Labs. CGT MSE. What is CGT MSE? Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. And please look into this. I am taking loan, or you can say a borrower is taking loan from State Bank of India and he is known as a borrower, and State Bank of India is the lender. So, lender and borrower at the same time. When State Bank of India gives a loan, State Bank of India is a creditor and debtor is the person who has taken loan. So, please understand the difference between lender, borrower, creditor, debtor. At the same time, whenever anyone is taking a loan, they ask for collateral security. So, here if this fellow is taking loan, this person is taking loan, then collateral security is his house. His house is given as collateral security. And for micro and small enterprises, they may not have any property to keep as collateral when they are taking loans. Micro and small enterprises, they may not have any property to keep as collateral while they are taking loans, and such type of collateral will be given by CGT MSE. Micro and small enterprises may not have any property like this house as collateral while taking loans from banks, and that will be taken care of by CGT MSE. So, I have given here CGT MSE is basically to make bank credit available to micro and small enterprises without the hassles of collateral security. So, the collateral part will be taken care of by CGT MSE. And another important aspect is, recently government made 2 changes. Please remember, one is credit guarantee scheme. The coverage of the loans when micro and small enterprises are taking loan, this credit guarantee is increased from rupees 1 crore to rupees 2 crore. Previously, it was rupees 1 crore. Now, it is increased to rupees 2 crore. Another important aspect is the corpus of CGT MSE increased from rupees 2,500 crore to rupees 7,500 crore by the government. And another important aspect is the coverage is also extended to the loans given to micro and small enterprises by non-banking financial companies also. So, 3 changes. One is the limit of loan increased from rupees 1 crore to rupees 2 crore. Second one is corpus increased from rupees 2,500 crore to rupees 7,500 crore. And the third important aspect is the coverage is extended to the loans given to the micro and small enterprises by non-banking financial companies also. These 3 changes were made recently. Please understand from examination perspective also, and please understand the CGT MSE is basically to give collateral when loans are taken by small enterprises, micro enterprises from the banks without the need for collateral security. Look into the next one, web portal Shagan. This Shagan web portal, this is basically developed with a view to track quality of education in schools. So, this Shagan portal, this is with a view to improve the quality of education in schools. Basically, it will showcase innovations and track progress in elementary education. It is part of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, and Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is a centrally sponsored scheme for providing universal access of primary education to children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. So, if someone talks about Shagan, this is to monitor quality of education in schools. Advanced pricing agreements. Several times we hear about advanced pricing agreements. Actually, problems come when there is a transaction between a parent company and its subsidiary. Let us take the example of parent company and subsidiary of Hyundai Motors. Hyundai Motors is situated in South Korea and its subsidiary is in India. If some financial transaction is made between its subsidiary and the parent company, that means when cars are sold from subsidiary in India to the parent company in South Korea, there is always a suspicion about the rate. So, what happens when transactions are made between subsidiary and the parent company? There is every possibility tax disputes may come in the future. So, to avoid the tax disputes, these are advanced pricing agreements. So, the transactions are between intra-group overseas transactions, then the advanced pricing agreements are concluded between tax authorities and the company. So, here the government is encouraging the signing of advanced pricing agreements. Basically, these are signed between taxpayer, that means a company, and the Central Board of Direct Taxes. Basically, to decide about transfer pricing methodology, that means the value of the pricing between subsidiary company and parent company is decided in advance. Otherwise, what happens if it is not decided in advance? It may lead to tax disputes in future. Regulations for angel investors. Angel investments are for 2 early stage startups. Government liberalized certain rules. Angel investors can invest up to 5-year-old companies, that is one part. Second is, it reduced the lock-in investment from current 3 years to 1 year. That means, after the investment, if they want to come out of it, previously it was 3 years, now it is reduced to 1 year. Minimum investment is also reduced to 25 lakh from 50 lakh, and upper limit of number of angel investors in a scheme increased to 200 from 49. So, angel investment, please don't forget, this is the investment in 2 early stage startups. India INX, this is India's first international exchange. It is the subsidiary of Bombay Stock Exchange. These two things, please don't forget. Third one is, what is the purpose? The purpose is it facilitate international investors and NRIs to trade from anywhere in the world. From anywhere in the world, international investors and NRIs can trade, and it is one of the world's most advanced technology platforms with a turnaround time of 4 microseconds. And it will enable Indian firms to compete on equal footing with offshore firms, and it was inaugurated at International Financial Services Center of Gift City. Gift City is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Please don't forget, this is India's first international financial services center, and there this first international exchange was inaugurated, and it is India INX, the subsidiary of Bombay Stock Exchange. International Solar Alliance. International Solar Alliance, was conceptualized during the COP21 summit in Paris during 2015, and subsequently International Solar Alliance Secretariat is coming up at Gurugram, Haryana near Delhi. And International Solar Alliance is the alliance of basically the nations situated between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, either fully or partially, and there are around 121 countries in International Solar Alliance. There are three important objectives of International Solar Alliance. Basically, the first one is to force down prices by driving demand. Then second one is to bring standardization in solar technologies. At the same time, to foster research and development. So, to harness the solar energy potential of 121 countries situated either fully or partially between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. You may have a doubt. Why between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn? Because of the reason these are the regions which receive more sunlight, right? So, with this, we came to the end of fourth module. Please do join for fifth module. Have a nice day. Thank you.